This song doesn't really explain itself. It just kind of sits with you, and the more you listen to Evergreen by Omar Polo, the more it starts to feel like something you've already lived through, but never really said out loud. And I think that's why it hits people differently, because there's no clear, this is what it means moment. It's not trying to tell a single story in a straight line. It's more like a feeling you catch in the middle of everything else. And when people try to break down the meaning of it, it usually comes back to something simple. It's about love, but not the kind people post about. Not the beginning, not the happy part, the part after. It's about the kind of love that doesn't fully leave, even when it's over. Even when you move on, even when you tell yourself you're done with it, it's still there, just quieter. That's what evergreen kind of means. Something that doesn't fade fast, something that sticks. And I think that's what the song is really pointing at. Not the relationship itself, but what's left after it changes. Because in real life, most people don't struggle while things are happening. They struggle after, when everything goes quiet. No more texts, no more routine, no more presence. Just memory. And your own thoughts filling in the gaps. That's the part that I feel like nobody really talks about, because there is no dramatic ending, no closure moment. It just fades. And somehow that's harder. When something ends loudly, you have something to point at. You can say, that's why it ended. But when it just slowly disappears, you're stuck asking questions that don't have the answers. Like, what changed? When did it change? Was it something that I did? And, most of the time, you never really know. I feel like what Omar Apollo does really well is that he doesn't try to clean up any of that. He doesn't force the meaning into it. He just lets it exist the way it feels. Messy, unfinished, a little confusing, just like real life. That's why it sticks. Because everyone has something like that. Not just relationships, people, moments, versions of yourself, things that don't fully stay in your life, but they also don't fully leave your mind. And you don't really talk about that part either. You just carry it. So whenever I listen to Evergreen, I don't really try to figure it out anymore. I just let it sit there, because I think the point isn't understanding it perfectly, but it's recognizing yourself in it. Even if it's subtle, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you can explain it. Because some things in life don't need closure. They just stay with you. And maybe that's what the song is really about. Not love that lasts forever, but feelings that do. Thank you for listening.